What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Let's dive right into our first news. Former UFC fighter Josh Thompson has opened up about why Khabib was extremely upset with him and why the two stopped speaking for a long period of time. Josh shared the story during a recent episode of the Weighing In podcast, giving fans rare insight into how seriously Khabib views loyalty and personal respect. According to Josh Thompson, the situation began when he invited Conor onto his show. At the time, Josh did not think much of it and believed it would not be an issue, especially considering Khabib had already defeated Conor decisively inside the octagon. However, Josh later realized that the decision deeply offended Khabib. Josh explained that after the episode aired, Khabib completely stopped communicating with him. Calls went unanswered, and there was a noticeable silence that lasted for quite some time. Eventually, Josh decided to reach out directly and ask why Khabib had not returned any of his calls. When they finally spoke, Khabib made it clear that he was genuinely upset about Conor being given a platform on Josh's show. Josh admitted he was initially shocked by Khabib's reaction. In his mind, the rivalry had already been settled in the cage, and he believed there was nothing left to be said. Josh even thought Khabib would not care since he had dominated Conor so thoroughly. But Khabib saw the situation very differently. As Josh reflected on the conversation, he began to understand Khabib's perspective. He explained that Khabib reminded him of the deeply personal insults Conor had made in the past. Those comments were not limited to trash talk about fighting. Josh acknowledged that Conor had made remarks involving Khabib's father, his religion, his culture, his family, and even his wife. That realization changed everything for Josh. He said that once he truly processed the full weight of those comments, he completely understood why Khabib felt betrayed. Loyalty, respect, and honor mean everything to Khabib, and seeing someone close to him give attention to Conor crossed the line. Looking back, Josh said he now fully understands where Khabib was coming from and does not hold any resentment over the situation. And before we continue, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to support the channel. Moving on to another news, Paddy Pimblett has gone off on Arman after the lightweight contender continued pushing for a title fight. Over the past month, the tension between Paddy and Arman has steadily grown, with non-stop trash talk coming from both sides. Now it seems Paddy is completely fed up with the situation and no longer interested in entertaining the discussion. Paddy was recently interviewed by the MMA guru, and when Arman was brought up once again, his frustration was obvious. Paddy made it clear that he is tired of being asked about Arman and questioned why Arman even believes he deserves a title shot at this stage. According to Paddy, Arman's past actions inside and outside the octagon have damaged his credibility with the UFC, leading to a lack of trust from the promotion. Paddy explained that people keep saying Arman should be in an interim title fight, but he strongly disagrees. He pointed out incidents that, in his view, disqualify Arman from being rewarded with such an opportunity. Paddy referenced Arman putting his hands on people at a weigh-in, punching a fan while walking out, and pulling out of a title fight the night before it was supposed to happen. Paddy said that because of all this, Arman has no one to blame but himself and should stop expecting special treatment. He added that, as far as he is concerned, Arman can eat humble pie and move on. Paddy also echoed comments previously made by Dana White, saying Arman needs to go back to the drawing board and rebuild his standing. Not long after, Dana White himself addressed the situation during an interview with Robbie Fox on Spin and Backfist. Dana confirmed that several factors played a role in the decision not to move forward with Arman for a lightweight title shot. One of the major incidents Dana mentioned was Arman headbutting Dan Hooker, which clearly raised concerns. Dana acknowledged that many fans believed Arman should have been next in line at 155, but he emphasized that the UFC had reasons for its decision. While Dana did not go into every detail, he confirmed that the headbutt incident absolutely played a part, alongside other issues. Arman's manager, Daniel Rubenstein, later reacted on social media, criticizing Robbie Fox and suggesting that dismissing Arman as the rightful #1 contender says everything about the current state of MMA journalism. Moving on to another news. Alex Pereira and Tracy Cortez have officially ended their relationship, according to a statement shared by Alex himself. The breakup reportedly happened around 9 days ago, just after New Year's, bringing a sudden end to a relationship that had only recently gone public and gained major attention within the MMA community. When Alex Pereira and Tracy Cortez first confirmed they were together, the news quickly went viral. Fans saw the two frequently posting training clips, spending time together, and appearing very comfortable in the public eye. There was even a moment that sparked heavy discussion online when Tracy openly asked Alex about marriage, which led many to believe the relationship was becoming serious. However, an unfortunate update surfaced when Alex Pereira posted a message on his Instagram story announcing that the two had decided to go their separate ways. In his message, Alex thanked his fans for their support and explained that, despite sharing great moments together, he and Tracy felt it was better for both of them to move on individually. He added that he wishes Tracy nothing but success and happiness on her journey moving forward. Shortly after sharing the statement, Alex posted footage of himself running outside, which many fans interpreted as his way of staying focused and grounded following the breakup. The timing and speed of the separation surprised a lot of people, especially given how recently the relationship became public. As expected, the MMA community had plenty to say. Social media quickly filled with mixed reactions, jokes, and speculation. Some fans claimed the relationship was always meant to be short-term, while others suggested that online pressure and constant comments may have played a role. There were also theories about the two having very different lifestyles, making things difficult behind the scenes. Other reactions were far more sarcastic, with comments referencing Alex's knockout power, calling the breakup another first-round finish, and even suggesting the entire relationship was staged for attention. Some fans brought up past warnings and said certain fighters saw this coming all along. Regardless of the opinions, the situation has clearly caught the attention of the MMA world, and both Alex Pereira and Tracy Cortez now appear to be moving forward separately, focusing on their own paths and careers. Moving on to another news, Paddy Pimblett has made a bold prediction, saying he believes he can knock Justin Gaethje out if they ever meet inside the octagon. Paddy explained that his confidence comes from how often Gaethje gets during fights, something he feels is impossible to ignore when breaking down his performances. Paddy said that every time his team studies opponents, they notice a clear pattern with Gaethje. According to him, it actually shocks him how much damage Gaethje absorbs in nearly every fight. Paddy acknowledged that Gaethje is dangerous and can bang, but stressed that constantly taking shots just to give one back is not sustainable at the highest level of the sport. He pointed out that this exact approach is why Gaethje has lost to fighters like Eddie Alvarez, Dustin Poirier, and Charles Oliveira. Paddy went on to say that he would never stand directly in front of Gaethje and trade punches. He made it clear that he is smarter than that and believes he has the tools to exploit Gaethje's defensive gaps. Paddy said he has a strong feeling, almost a sneaky suspicion, that he would knock Gaethje out if the opportunity came. He admitted he does not know exactly why he feels so confident, but the belief is firmly there. He also shocked fans by claiming that his teammate, Luke Riley, has better technical striking than Gaethje. Paddy explained that he has been doing a lot of rounds with Luke Riley during camp and has had major success in sparring. He said Luke's technical approach and control have helped sharpen his own striking, and that experience has only increased his confidence. Paddy added that he can see multiple paths to victory. He believes he could drop Gaethje on the feet, end up on top, and either finish the fight by TKO or lock in a submission. While many fans talk about Gaethje's takedown defense, Paddy dismissed those concerns entirely. He said that if he truly wants to take Gaethje down, he will do it without hesitation. Overall, Paddy made it clear that he sees himself finishing Gaethje wherever the fight goes, whether by knockout, submission, or ground and pound, and he is fully convinced of his ability to make that happen. Moving on to another news. Dana White has reacted to recent comments made by Joe Rogan regarding one of the UFC's most talked about prospects, Gable Stevenson. A few weeks ago, Joe Rogan spoke very highly of the Olympic gold medalist, who currently trains with Jon Jones, and suggested that once Gable enters the UFC heavyweight division, everyone else will be in serious trouble. Joe described Gable as a freak athlete, pointing out his Olympic credentials, his size at around 250 pounds, and his explosive movement. Joe said Gable moves like a cat and claimed that he is the kind of fighter who could instantly change the entire heavyweight landscape. He even revealed that he sent Dana White a message along with a video of Gable's most recent performance, telling him that once Gable shows up, the division could be in real danger. Now, Dana White has responded to those comments while appearing on the Spin and Backfist show. Dana made it clear that while the hype is understandable, nothing is guaranteed until a fighter actually steps inside the UFC octagon. He explained that the UFC is a completely different level compared to any other competition, and history has shown that many highly praised prospects do not look the same once they make that jump. Dana said the UFC has been watching Gable long before Joe Rogan started talking about him, and he acknowledged that Gable has incredible physical tools. However, Dana emphasized that speculation only goes so far. According to him, you never truly know how good someone is until they are tested against elite UFC competition. He added that no matter where a fighter comes from, the transition to the UFC is extremely difficult, and everyone eventually looks human when they arrive. Despite Dana's caution, the heavyweight division is widely viewed as being wide open right now. With no clear long-term dominant force, the timing could be perfect for a new prospect to come in and make a serious impact. If Gable Stevenson does eventually sign and perform anywhere near expectations, he could quickly find himself in the title picture. During the same discussion, Dana White also touched on the welterweight rankings, specifically mentioning Colby Covington. Dana admitted that even he does not fully understand why Colby is still ranked in the top 15, especially considering that his last win came against Jorge Masvidal back in March 2022. Dana's comments strongly suggest that changes to the welterweight rankings are coming soon, and it appears very likely that Colby Covington will be removed from that list once the updates are finalized. Moving on to another news. Jon Jones has gone off on Daniel Cormier following the conclusion of filming for the newest season of ALF Global. With production now wrapped, Jon did not hold back when sharing his thoughts on his longtime rival, making it clear that whatever happened during filming only deepened the divide between them. According to Jon, Daniel Cormier had no interest in building any kind of friendship through the show. Jon claimed that Daniel made it very clear that staying enemies was far more profitable than burying the hatchet. Jon said he personally tried multiple times to make peace and keep things respectful, but those efforts were shut down. In Jon's view, Daniel prefers the rivalry to continue because it keeps headlines alive and money flowing. Jon also criticized the way Daniel allegedly treated people around him on set. He described Daniel as difficult, bossy, and unpleasant to work with. Jon said Daniel did not really connect with any of the fighters involved, and instead kept a group of yes men around him at all times. He claimed Daniel constantly ordered staff around, asking for things to be done for him, and creating an uncomfortable environment. Jon added that Daniel was not very sociable and mostly kept to himself, saying that people who have worked closely with him would understand exactly what he meant. Taking things further, Jon questioned Daniel's character, saying that once you really get to know him, his personality becomes clear. Jon said that while there were a few moments where they laughed during filming, the overall experience only confirmed his long-held opinions about Daniel. Jon also brought their competitive history back into the conversation. He said that if they were to wrestle again, it would be interesting to see how it played out, but reminded everyone that he already embarrassed Daniel on the biggest stage. Jon claimed he made Daniel cry in front of the world and removed him from serious consideration among the greatest fighters of all time. He even went as far as saying that his prospect, Gable Stevenson, will end up being a far greater champion than Daniel ever was, keeping Daniel permanently in his shadow. The situation seems unlikely to cool down anytime soon. Jon suggested that their rivalry is destined to last a lifetime because Daniel believes it is more valuable than friendship. At the same time, it is worth noting that Daniel has consistently taken shots at Jon's personal life over the years. While Daniel has given Jon credit as a fighter, he has repeatedly said he will never respect him outside of MMA. With emotions clearly boiling, the tension between Jon Jones and Daniel Cormier feels as intense as ever, and the rivalry continues to refuse to fade away. Moving on to another news. Dana White has reacted to the surprising revelation that Jon Jones and Daniel Cormier were filming together in Thailand. Dana admitted that he had absolutely no idea the longtime rivals were involved in the same project, let alone coaching against each other on a Russian Ultimate Fighter style show. Dana was speaking on the Spin and Backfist show when the topic came up. When asked how he felt about Jon Jones and Daniel Cormier doing a show together, Dana looked genuinely confused. He asked what they were even doing and seemed shocked when it was explained that they coached against each other in a competitive reality format. Dana said he was not aware of it at all and found the situation interesting. It was explained to Dana that the show has already been filmed, even though it has not been released yet. There is already a face-off photo circulating online, which has added even more attention to the project. Daniel Cormier has also been publicly talking about potentially doing a wrestling match or even a boxing match with Jon Jones, claiming that they have already agreed to a wrestling bout. Dana made it clear that this was all news to him. He said he had no idea any of this was happening and confirmed that the entire situation unfolded while he was away in Fiji. Overall, Dana's reaction showed complete surprise, adding another unexpected twist to the legendary rivalry between Jon Jones and Daniel Cormier. Moving on to another news. Jon Jones has revealed that the UFC is currently not interested in making a fight between himself and Alex Pereira for the UFC White House event, according to Jon. Even though both fighters are open to the matchup and have agreed to fight each other, the idea is not getting support from the top. Jon explained that Dana White does not seem willing to give the fight a green light at this time. He said that Alex wants the fight, and he is more than ready for it as well, but he does not believe Dana will allow it to happen. Jon added that it will be interesting to see what direction Dana ultimately decides to take with the event. Despite the hesitation from the UFC, Jon Jones versus Alex Pereira is widely viewed as one of the biggest fights the promotion could possibly put together for a White House card. Many fans believe that matchup alone would generate massive attention and elevate the entire event to another level. There has also been talk about other huge fights potentially landing on the same card. If the UFC were able to secure Conor versus Chandler alongside Jon versus Pereira, it would instantly make the event one of the most stacked cards in UFC history. On top of that, there are rumors of 5 or 6 title fights being considered for the show, which would only add to the hype. Dana White has already mentioned on multiple occasions that the White House card will not start taking shape until February. Because of that, fans should expect official announcements and confirmed matchups to begin rolling out sometime next month. Until then, the idea of Jon Jones facing Alex Pereira remains on hold, even though both fighters appear eager to make it happen. That's it from MMA Pulse News. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for your daily dose of MMA news.